Bonjour! Yes, long time no see. I've been a little bit MIA because I've been trying to clean out my closet, but let's face it, I'm not minimal, I am a hoarder. So for today, I want to share with you before I find a new home, my sunglasses collection. For starters, this pair of glasses that I have right here, they used to be sunglasses. They are the Ray-Ban hexagonals. I have the lenses here because I just picked up these frames. So they used to be like this, and now they're like this. And on the same vein, these used to be sunglasses and I just had my prescription put on them. They are the rounds, but the frame is matte, silver matte, because the lenses used to be reflective, like mirrored, and because they're out of style, I thought I could give them a second life by making them my prescription glasses, because I'm hell blind. And yeah, another pair that I have is this little one, the folding. They come like this in this little box, and then you unfold them because they're the foldings, the brains. And yeah, they are classic, they are chic, they are retro, they are everything. So that's why I keep them in my collection. My dad still keeps his aviators. I can steal them from him for a little while, but then I have to give them back, so that's why they're not in my collection. And I used to have this beautiful pair of Ray-Ban aviators with a leather trim, but they were stolen. This still has that old receipt, but I found these vintage Ray-Bans at a car boot sale, and they are a bit too much for me. I don't know, they used to be too small when I got them, but I loved the design that I bought them. I started my designer collection with a lot of vintage. I used to do a lot of second-hand thrift shops, kind of a scout. I was a teenager, so I had to find my way. But a pair that was my aunt's when I was a teenager and I loved, but when she gave them to me, they were so passé. Are these, and they are so now, so now. They're diesel, but they're so cool that when I got them, when she used to wear them, they were the coolest sunglasses ever. But when she gave them to me, I mean, they were a little bit passé. That's why she passed down to me, but I've kept them and I'm planning to bring them out, or if somebody wants to give them a home. Another hand-me-down were these Fendi sunglasses that, again, when she gave to me, were a little old and broken, but I feel they're waiting for their moment and I'm gonna give it to them. Again, it was 2006, and you know, the Olsens, the Sienna Miller, the Lindsay Lohan, the Nicole Richie, they were all sporting big retro sunglasses. And where could I find them? At vintage shops. And I got to find these. They're Paloma Picasso sunglasses. I'll get to a little bit of a controversy because I kind of think the original design is Ted Lapidus, but that's another story for another day. And I remember I was at this local market. It's like a mercado, we call them. And in those markets there are really old men selling things like old belongings from their family members. And I spotted these. They were the ultimate big sunglasses, retro, and these are like real vintage. They have like a gradient from purple to yellow, and the gradient lens, and they are so cool. One leg is broken, and so I just keep them like this, and I keep them, I cherish them. I don't know why, because I have like way more expensive sunglasses, but these, they have this sentimental place in my heart. They're hella scratched, but I don't care. Another pair that is really cool that I got at the Mercado as well, but these are Vogue and they're made in Mexico and they are so cool. They're so retro, the navy, the way they are made, it's like so amazing. And the leg, the shape, the little lines, the vibe, you know what I mean? They transform me to an alter ego. I know that's what sunglasses do to me. Like sometimes I build my outfit from the sunglasses or the glasses, if that's it. But yeah, they do give me this vibe and I just roll with it. Ew, these are so 90s. Oh, I used to hate these glasses, like they were disgusting to me. But let me tell you, like they're so it right now. They're gonna be so trendy the next year. And I know that this is kind of like a useless sunglasses, but you know, they were big in the late 90s, early 90s. Ugh, I love them. They're Salvatore Ferragamo. They were hand-me-down from my auntie. The same that gave me the others, and I still have them because they're waiting for their memento. These I found at the airport. They are Laura Biagiotti. The brand is still alive, but they were the kings or the queen of vintage big ass glasses, and I loved the colors and everything about this, and I found it at the airport in Tijuana. And I remember they were like $40 and I didn't care. I was like, yes, give them to me. And they're awesome. The quality is like flawless, and this little detail at top. These are another of my favorite vintage 70s, 80s retro sunglasses that I found at some shops that had a little bit of dead stock. And I found these are like so fancy in how they're made. These are Berdel or Berdel. I think it's real snake skin because of how things were made before. And this snake skin is kind of like in between the acrylic. And this is vintage, and I think that it's okay if you have these kind of things and you give them a purpose and you wear them and you cherish them instead of throwing them. Ooh, these were my thing when I was 14, 15 years old. These were the closest I had to my dad's and Averil's style aviators, and my dad got me these because they were Puma, and he thought, oh, my daughter can have her Puma. She likes Puma sneakers, so she can have these. But I love them. I love the matte black. These are Jean-Pierre Lamy. These are French, beautiful sunglasses, really retro, really 80s, and yeah, I've worn them a lot. I think most of these I've worn more than even my other designer sunglasses, but yeah, I love these. These are also Laura Biagiotti. These are very much alike the Loewe ones that are from like 3 years ago or more. Yeah, remember people, the originals were Laura Biagiotti. This is also Laura Biagiotti, and I also found these at the fake, you know, cheapo sunglasses, but these are the original vintage Laura Biagiotti. A find that I could not say no to were these vintage Christian Dior. They are like safari chic, but like really manly. I think these were men's, and I love them. I love the subtle detailing, like acetate leg, and then the metallic frame. Ooh, gorgeous. I'm missing a pair. Hold on. I got a little flustered because I thought I've lost these, but no, they're here. These are vintage Leonard, and when I worked in Paris, my boss had a whole array of these and variations, and I felt like I had a piece of that life. But I found these here in my hometown, and they were really inexpensive, but I loved the little studding and the color. I need to bring these back. Another pair that I really love is these vintage Chanel sunnies that had my prescription put on them, and because they're too big and too much, I was just not feeling that. I was feeling this retro vibe, very 90s, so I was like, yeah, they're perfect. So I put the original glasses back, and I need the ultimate lesbian chic suit that I found at a vintage secondhand shop, and I'm gonna get it, and they're gonna match perfectly. Vintage Chanel. I love the leg. I don't know if you can see. Where should I go now? Okay, let's go to the real 2006 designer.